Hey guys, Hakeem here, back with some more Magic. Tonight we're playing some Total Control. Looking at an opening hand with no red mana, 2 red spells, only 2 mana. So we're going to mulligan that. This time we're looking at a hand with 5 mana. Got a Dissolve that we can cast and a Ground Assault that we can cast. It's a little bit slow, but I don't want to go to 6 since I've got 5. So we'll just play the, I've got 5 mana that is. So we'll just put the tap land into play, pass it over to Gorgeous Monster. Like the gamer tag, gotta say. And he's playing 68 plus 8, 76. 76 cards in his deck. And let's see if any of those are land. That's the first step here. Play land on the first turn. It's plains. It's never a good sign. Always thinking aggro whenever you see that. But we pick up an Anger, which is excellent. So we'll drop the mountain right now. Anger's always great to have in hand, and we've got the second red source if we ever need it. So we'll just pass it back to this this Gorgeous Monster over there, and let's see if he's playing a second color or if he's just playing mono white. He's playing slowly, I can tell you that. Doesn't matter what colors he's playing. He's certainly taking all the time in the world to play his first couple lands. Can't wait till there's a board and some decisions to be had. So yeah, Ground Assault looks pretty interesting artwork. That guy looks like a cyclopean beastie thingy to me. See some wings in the background. Skull in the foreground. Anger of the Gods is excellent artwork. Love that art. Really, really do. Dissolve. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. A couple of guys. Is that people standing up on the spire up there and some kind of sphinx up on the... I don't know. I don't really look at the art too much, but I you know, I kind of have to, since this guy is just... maybe he's just sitting there staring at himself in the mirror, you know, admiring his own gorgeousness. But no, he's decided to play a second plane, so thank you very much. So now we're just going to play the island. Can't cast the War Monk just yet. We need another white source or a green source or a Traumatic Visions, and we're still a couple of turns away from casting it. But since we're not under a whole lot of pressure, you know, we don't really... this guy is a defensive creature in this deck. Not a beater. I mean, he can play that role, obviously. I mean, if he's on the board, you can attack with him. But his main purpose is to get you through the early turns against aggro. And yeah, this guy's really taxing my patience here, I have to say. You know, he's really making me want to turn this off and go play Peggle or something, just so that I don't have to interact with another person. Peggle, by the way, I picked up Peggle 2 for the Xbox One. Man, I played a lot of Peggle, you know, the original on Xbox 360, and I forgot how fucking fun that game is. Really do. I wish they had more masters. You know, the last game had 10, then they added Marina for 11. But in this one, so he's just discarded a Polaka. What the hell, man? What the hell am I playing against? I don't even... Anyway, yeah, Peggle's a fucking shit ton of fun. I'm gonna stick the second red source into play, pass it back to him, and... you know, find something to talk about for the next minute, but, you know, while he decides whether or not to play his planes or not. But yeah, I forgot how fun that was. This time they've only got 5 masters. They released 2 DLC ones. I bought this, it was some kind of pack that came with all the DLC. And Jimmy Lightning is one of the DLC ones, which is kind of disappointing since he's from the original game. You know, but some of the powers are pretty cool. Gotta say, if you play Peggle, if you're on Xbox One, hit me up, we'll play a game. Fuck, can I really show this Gorgeous Monster? What is going on, man? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you waiting for me to just get impatient and cast my Inspiration all main phase, and then you can resolve something? Is that your secret strategy? I don't think it is. Maybe it's just you want to get pissed off. I'll tell you what. Alright, I'll tell you what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Let's go into Friends. Of course, he's no friend of mine. Let's go into Gorgeous Monster. Let us submit a player review. Yes, yes. Now, let's avoid this guy. This motherfucking idiot. Game behavior. Yeah, it's game behavior. No, player skill. Lacking skill. Yep, that's what I always do. Always lacking skill. He's an avoided player. Still sitting there. You get the win, buddy. I don't give a fuck about my rank. Have fun with that. Yeah, and he's sitting there chuckling maniacally thinking, oh, I beat that guy. Fuck you. Alright, so let's go find an actual player who knows how to play the game. And who doesn't just troll people by playing 2 planes and then discarding a Palaka worm. Wait, don't shoot me. Okay, I won't. I'm not going to. Don't worry about it. Oh my, that was fucking annoying. But I think I'm going to... I think I'm actually going to say fuck it and just continue on with this episode. And, yeah, that guy was a fucking idiot. Okay, so that's what you're dealing with here. It's the kind of detritus that you have to filter through. Here we have. Looks good to me. I do have a red source, so I can cast this. I have a blue source to cast this. And if I can just get another red source, I'm playing plenty of red sources in the deck and I'm on the play. So yeah, I'm gonna do this whole thing. Play the Necropolis. And pass it over to Wait Don't Shoot Me. Hopefully this guy understands what the A button does. And plays lands. So we'll see. Oh hey, look at this. And it's a plains. It's a plains. Okay. But no aggro though, at least not on the first turn. So right now, got 4 land. Don't really feel the need to set up the Think Twice yet. I'd rather just play the tap land, especially since I'm on the play. While I have the opportunity to do that. Next turn I can play another one and still think twice. But if there's something I need to kill, then I can play the basics. So just try to get these tap lands. He's playing double planes, so I've got a repeat of the last game. The only difference is this guy knows how to press A. So now we picked up a mountain. Got that for Anger of the Gods, but I'm just going to jam this again. Just play all these tap lands and save the basics for the mid game when I want to be able to curve out and do my stuff. So he's throwing a Raise the Alarm into play, which is an instant speed. Give him 2 1/1 white soldiers. So he's doing the whole aggro thing. I've got Anger of the Gods, and I've got the second red source that I need to cast it. So that's pretty good. See how quickly he develops his board, or how long I can just sandbag that anger for maximum value. I'm gonna take 2 here, and let's see. He doesn't do anything. He must have another Raise the Alarm in his hand. So we picked up a land. But with the Think Twice in the graveyard and the active Resounding Thunder, I'm just going to play the Savage Lands. So now we have, I think we have all our colors now. And multiples of all of them, plus everything in our hand. So the mana is really good. He did not play anything at the end of his turn, so he's just, he's leaning on these 2 1/1s. I can take several hits from them before I start to worry too much. But it looks like he's solidly on the mono white plan with 4 planes in play. So he's coming in for 2 here. And let's see if he has any effects or anything, because I've got the removal if he does. But I'm willing to just take the 2 all day long. He doesn't, so we're just going to draw a card here. Just going to draw. Picked up the second Anger, so I can be a little bit more liberal with the first now. I mean, I'm not so liberal as to think that I'm going to go all 1 for 1 on him or anything. But I'm going to play the island so I can think twice and flash it back. I got 4 blue sources, plenty of blue mana. So again, I'm just going to sit here. He doesn't have any more Raise the Alarms, no end steps. He's just now he's playing a Radiant Fountain. He's going to gain 2 life. He's up to 22. He's on 5 mana. He's playing a Phantom General, which is fine. Now, the question is, do I take 4? I don't think I want to take 4 here, even though I can anger that whole board away. I still think I thunder this right now, just so that I don't take 4 on this turn. So I'll just take the 2 and then draw a card. That's what I'm going to do. So here's the 2, down to 14, and then we'll draw. Pick up a Gate, which is fine, and then we pick up a Dissolve, which is okay. Just going to play the Gate here while we can, and see if he's got a follow-up play here. He's up into some high mana range now. He could have Baneslayers. Anything outside of the range of Anger, I'm probably just going to counter. Anything inside the range, obviously I'll just let it resolve and wipe it next turn. So looks like he's just fairly content to just beat me down with these 2 1/1s, which is pretty smart, because you know, the longer I wait, the sooner it comes to the point where that I have to just go 1-for-1 anger versus raise the alarm, which would feel pretty horrible. We're just going to flashback this in the graveyard now. I'm not going to shock anything. Picked up another dissolve. Play the mountain. I've got 7 mana. I'm not going to anger just yet. You know, I've got shock if he, he's playing any crazy auras or anything in there. I've got dissolve for his big stuff. I got a feeling though I'm just going to take 2 and he's going to do nothing. Now he's playing an Across and Squire, which is a 1/1 exalted. And I mean, he's still only going to get 2 through, so at least I get a little bit more value out of my anger this time. So he's going to attack for 2 instead of attacking for 2, but he only has to tap 1 creature this way. But in an alternate world, I could shock that if I didn't have the anger and then not take any damage this turn. So he's just going to, pass it over like that, which is fine. I'm actually just going to get it, since I've got 2 angers, I'm just going to 2-for-1 him here. I'm on 10 life. So I'm just going to get rid of that. I've got a Think Twice in hand. I've got a Dissolve in hand. So I'm feeling pretty good here. He's up to 6 mana now, and he's paying 4 for a Faith Mender. That thing is pretty difficult to kill. It's got 5 toughness. So I'm just going to counter it and find a land on top, which I will throw to the bottom. And let's see what his next card is, if he has one. He doesn't. No, he doesn't. So let's just draw a card now. And it is another land, so I think we're up to 9 now. So can we cycle this? Absolutely we can. We can cycle Resounding Thunder now. Got a Dissolve in hand, Shock, Think Twice in the graveyard. I think 1 copy, yep. So let's see what he puts into play on 7 mana. See what he does. Don't need to counter anything that Resounding Thunder can kill, and Faith Mender can be killed by the Thunder. So there we go. He's just going to, by the looks of it, pass it over. And we're going to throw a Cycled Thunder at it for 6 and draw a card, which, if you haven't heard, is pretty insane. And then we draw for turn, and just put the Force in play. I think we're up to 10 now. 10 mana is a lot. Certainly is a lot. So let's just let's pass it back to Wait, Don't Shoot Me. Again, he's on 7. Shock is not doing a whole lot here right now, but he's playing a Palisade Giant. All damage that we don't. Do I counter that thing? It's 7 toughness. I mean, I can't kill it, so let's just get rid of it. He's flashing. He's pretty excited there, or maybe he's just, I don't know, conceding. Let's top that, and he's just going to pass it back on over by the looks of it. So let's draw a card here. Alrighty, now we just need to win the game. So we picked up that inspiration, and so let's just draw 2 before the end of the turn. Picked up Kozilek, which is good. So now we can just jam him and draw 4. So here we go. We've got the big boy in play. He could have Angelic Edict or something. He's playing white. He's got 7 mana. So he could just exile that, but I'm pretty stocked up on cards here. Discard a gate and an island. Let's see if he's got the Edict for our he's not indestructible, but our reshuffler. He's got a Reprisal, which is fine. At least I'll get to get the old reshuffle here. I mean, Edict would exile it, and I wouldn't get the shuffle. But there we go. Reprisal kills off the Kozilek, and we just get another land into play and cast a Monk. Not going to cast the second one, since I'm probably just going to cycle a Thunder and throw it at his face. Seems to be the likely scenario. We'll see. He's on 8 mana now. He's getting up there. He could have a Kozilek of his own at these mana totals, so he's going to Angelic. I hope he didn't have that last turn. I really hope he didn't have that last turn, because exiling Kozilek makes a lot more sense. Hopefully he just top decked that. That's what I'm going to tell myself, that he just top decked that. But for now, since we've got a second Thunder, we're just going to cycle this and throw it at his face for 6. And draw a card. Which is Dissolve, which is good. Play a Sanctum, play a War Monk. We're firmly in control here now. He's got 2 cards in hand, and he's he's flooding out, so and we've got a bunch of answers to whatever it is that he may draw. I mean, I don't understand how any deck playing Raise the Alarm and Phantom General should ever get to 10 mana and be playing things like Angelic Edict. That doesn't jive with me. But maybe he's got some grand plan that I don't know about. So anyway, he's on 10 mana. No Kozilek by the looks of it. He's just gonna pass. Not gonna throw a Thunder at him here. Just gonna be content to just smack him a couple of times and kill him a bit later. So, you know, it's just slow and steady wins the race. I've only got one Thunder here, even though I do have a Ground Assault and a Dissolve. I mean, it's pretty safe, but I'll wait till he's a bit closer into range before I start throwing it at his face. So again, nothing. Again, let's swing for 3. And this takes him down to 12. So we're pretty close. I mean, the Resounding Thunder is 6, the Shock brings it to 8, and the Monk takes it to 11, so we can't quite kill him here now. He's putting an Ordeal on my guy, which means, actually, it's funny, I was shy 1 point of damage, so now I'm going to go for it. I'm going to throw this at his face. Yeah, he's gone. Like you would. So that's going to get him, then we'll shock his face. And then we'll draw 2, because why not? Yeah, picked up a couple of lands and a Ground Assault, so yeah, so now we were 1 point shy, picked up that third Anger of the Gods, the one we shuffled, but Ordeal causes us to put a +1/+1 counter on, and now we get hit him for 4. Good times, good times. Alright, well, so yeah, the first guy was a motherfucking douchebag, and just sat there and did nothing. Second guy, pretty unfocused deck. Not much I can do about that. But I gotta get this thing posted because I'm about to record the deck tech and gameplay for tomorrow and get out in front of this goddamn thing since I got the house to myself. Wife and kids are gone to the mother-in-law's for a couple of hours. So yeah, I'm gonna go do 2 more episodes. You know, I'd like to be able to just reshoot this one, but I honestly just don't have the time. So, you know, hope you like this one. You know, it certainly was exciting. Anyways, that's Total Control episode whatever, and we'll see you for a new deck tomorrow. Thanks for watching.